What's up, family? It's your girl, Dr. Shauna. I had to come on here right quick and take y'all on a roll with me because I have to address some things that just absolutely need to be said. So, I want to address two things. I want to address the topic of sensationalism that is happening right now regarding the tragic loss of the 9 people who were on board with Kobe Bryant. I want to address the wording that Alison Morris used, whether it was Nakers or Ninja. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I also want to address the sickening response of the black community, the people who always rush to defend everybody else but their own. I just want to address these 3 things. So I'm not going to be able to address people individually on here because I'm driving, but I want to say good morning to everybody. Thank you guys for your continuous support and love. Thank you for tuning in. As always, give this video a thumb up. Share the video. Let people know that we are on, because this is where we have to have critical conversation. Let me start with number 1. We're going to start with sensationalism. Now, sensationalism, I want us to really understand what that term means. So I'm going to break that down for people in the simplest forms, and you can go ahead and do your own research. Obviously, I don't have any data with me. I don't have any reports with me because I'm driving. But if you would like me to come back on and do a detailed analysis of sensationalism, I'll be more than happy to do so. You know I love research, and I have no problem breaking it down for the community. But let me say this about sensationalism. It is a tactic that is used by mass media where they take an event or a story and they play on the emotions of people, whether they trigger your fear, whether they make it memorialized like it's a love story, or they make it something that's really bigger than what it really is. The death of Kobe Bryant is tragic. It has hit home to so many of us. May the brother and everyone else that was with him rest in power. But I want to say this, that we have to be aware of the tactics that media use. And when I say media, not only am I speaking about mass media, and we know who owns mass media. So not only am I speaking about mass media, I'm talking about those of us who have a voice on the social media platforms. No matter how big or how small your voice is, we have to be smart enough about how we're going about disseminating information, and the information we are discussing when there's a tragic event like the loss of Kobe Bryant, the loss of Nipsey Hussle. It doesn't matter. We have to be very aware of how we are out here having conversations. And a lot of us, we jump on the bandwagon, and we just want to have these conversations for the sake of getting views, for the sake of hoping that a video goes viral. And when you get caught up in that kind of behavior and that kind of mindset, it is called sensationalism. That means that our mind has been co-opted. It has been taken advantage of. It's been programmed for us to think a certain way and move a certain way because it brings more views. And when you get more views, you get more revenue. Whether you are in mass media or you are on a smaller platform like social media, you're going to get more ads playing. You're going to get more sponsorships. You're going to get more people watching what you're saying. You're going to get more people reading your blogs because you're running on a story. And in essence, we are forgetting that there has been life that is lost. We are forgetting that people have lost their children. People have lost their husbands, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their uncles, their aunts, their godparents. We are forgetting that a community outside of us is hurting. But because we're so eager to hear about the story, because the media is pumping it over and over again and everyone is sharing it over and over again, we are forgetting about the real issues that are taking place that is affecting us personally. Like our unemployment rate, Like the fact that we can't get meaningful employment anymore. People are working for $16 an hour. Like the fact that Parchment facilities is still looking like crap. Like the fact that people are still getting shot in our hoods every goddamn day. And we're forgetting about those lives. We want to talk about this all the time, and we want to share what is happening out here constantly, because we have been sensationalized, because our minds and our emotions have been co-opted. But are we sharing the stories that are happening every single day in our community? Are we sharing the stories constantly about our little black girls who are missing? Are we sharing the stories constantly that there are men who are killing our women? Are we sharing the stories constantly that there are men that are still being harassed by the police, that are being killed by the police, that are being locked up? Are we sharing that? Are we sharing the story that just the other day somebody got killed on our block? Are we talking about the loss of that life? Are we talking about the families that are affected around us every damn day? But no, we're losing focus. We are so easy as a community to get distracted. And we don't even realize when the media is playing on our emotions. People sure know how to keep black people mad. Yes, somebody's saying fractured individuals. We have fractured egos. We have fractured esteems. We got fractured mental health. We got fractures all over the place. Fractures, fractures, fractures. And nobody's healing. Everybody just wakes up and they run and they're angry, 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 angry every damn day. When real life is happening around us every day and no one is talking about it. Come on, I did a video the other day about the children that I volunteered to teach every week on a Friday about entrepreneurship, about financing, about budgeting. And that video has the least amount of views out of all of my videos. And this is about transforming generations of people. But if I get on here and I talk about Kobe Bryant, everybody wants to listen. If I get on here and I talk about Allison and her tongue tie, everybody wants to listen. People, we got work to do. We got work to do. And it is upsetting for me that I am constantly watching the same cycle in our community over and over again. The sensationalism is real. And we are constantly jumping on that bandwagon. People, that brings me to my next topic. Allison Morris, did she say nakers or did she say ninjas? Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, the first day it happened, I understand it's going to trigger your emotions. The first thing it happens, everyone is going to respond to it. Even I had something to say, of course. But when you wake up day after day and you have 4 or 5 posts about the same thing, what is really going on with your mental? Like, you can't pull enough from social media enough to say, who the F cares what she said? Who cares? Who cares? We got a family, or families, my mistake. We got families grieving. I know what my ears heard. And I also know how the mind works. The mind works like this. Let me tell you how the mind works. When I was in my doctoral studies and we was doing the media aspect of how media works to play on the people's mind, we had a video playing at normal speed. Somebody was talking on the video at normal speed. And then at the bottom of that video, there was closed captioning at the bottom of the video where they totally changed all the words that were being said. All the words that were being said. And what it did to the mind was every last one of us, now we're all doctors, we're all sitting in a room, we're listening, we're doctors, and we're learning how to reach our communities through mass media. We're learning how to shift our focus from being in the classroom lecturing and teaching to go into media to deliver information and educate the community. This is what we were learning in Rutgers University, a research university. You got to understand, not all universities are created equal. We are a research university. And everyone in the class, majority of everyone in the class, believed they heard one thing, and what they believed they heard was the captioning that was being played versus what was really being played. Then, the next class, the teacher told us what was going to be said in the next class and slowed down the video to reduce speeds so we can hear it in slow motion. But we was already told what was being said. And everybody heard what the teacher told us. However, before the experiment happened, when the video was played in normal speed and nobody knew what was going to happen, and there was no closed captioning, and we were not told what was said, and the video was just played, everybody heard exactly what was said. Real talk. Real talk. It's a whole bunch of doctors in the room. There was a whole bunch of doctors in the room. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying to the community that some people heard one thing and others heard something else. And I can care less about what was said, because when you understand the system in which we live in, you no longer get hung up on things that don't matter. It don't matter to me what she said on MSNBC. It don't matter to me. Because people have thought about us in those ways forever. It ain't going to change nothing today. And because one white woman said something, it ain't going to make me mad. It ain't going to diminish me. It's not going to take anything away from me. I could care less. I probably sit next to people that think I'm a nigga in their mind. And I don't care. Ain't nothing stopping my flow. But what I do care about, what I want to address, is the black community. I care about this psychological impact that still exists since the days of chattel slavery, where we always feel the need to rush to the defense of everybody else but our own. We are the only community of people that continuously are of code with each other. What do I mean when I say that? See, I got a little bit of time because I'm going to the gym like I do every day. Monday through Friday, I go work out and have my peace. So after I say what I say, I'm getting off of here and I'm going to be in peace. I'm going to have my peace because no one co-opts my mind. I'm going to clear it. But because it's on my mind, I'm going to say it to the community, whether you like it or not. Here's the problem that bothers me about our community. Anytime there is a divide, a black and white divide, we always have the house nakers. We always have the house nakers that runs to the defense of the master. I don't understand that for the life of me. Us nakers are crazy. Oh, master didn't say that. Oh, y'all better stop doing it. Master's good. Y'all started trouble. Master good to us. If you just do what you got to do, master take care of you. We always got the nakers that feel the need to rush in for their defense. And I don't understand it. Here's why I don't understand it. Gotta think critically, people. I'm sitting here and I'm watching everybody fight. Even on my page on Facebook. I post certain things, and like I said, people that come to my page, they know that my page is about controversy. It's about topics impacting the black community that we're going to talk about from multiple angles. And everyone is entitled to their opinion just as long as they keep it respectful. And for the most part, on my page, I can't speak about nobody else's page, but on my page, for the most part, people are respectful. Because if they're disrespectful, they get deleted and blocked and banned. It's just that simple. They're respectful. And I watch a bunch of high critical thinkers on my page. People that come to my page, that's why my numbers are so small. Because people don't like to think critically. And the people on my page are critical thinkers. And I'm watching the discourse. And I'm even watching a few people defend Allison Morris and others take their position. I'm even seeing it on the page. And I'm saying to myself, well, damn. I was hoping that the community on my page I'm a part of was going to say, who the hell cares? I was hoping I was going to hear that. But you know what? Like I put on my page, there's always one. There's always one that's going to come to the defense of their master. And that is a problem. No other community does that but us. What do I mean? Let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean. This is no shade to the Jewish community. This is no shade to the Jewish community. But let me tell you nakers, about the Jewish community. If the Jewish community thinks they hear anything that is slightly anti-Semitic, oh boy, it could be far-fetched. They could be making stuff up. But oh boy, if the Jewish community think they hear anything slightly Semitic, they coming for that ass. You hear me? Everybody getting it. If you say something, you losing your job. You can kiss your promotions goodbye. You will be blackballed. You are not going for no position anywhere because it ain't going to happen. They will cut into your money. They will cut into your reputation. They will take out news articles to slander your name, to make sure that the whole world knows that you are anti-Semitic, even if you didn't say anything that was anti-Semitic. The Jewish community will shut you down. And for those in the Jewish community that may not agree with what their sisters and brothers are doing, they don't say a goddamn thing. They don't stop a goddamn thing from happening. They sit back and they say, ain't none of my business, ain't none of my business, ain't none of my business, ain't none of my business. And they mind their business and they go about their day. But oh no, not you nakers. Not you nakers. You nakers come up on here and y'all start fighting each other. You'll start fighting each other. Why? Because we can't get on code with the simplest of things that happens to us in our community. We can't get on code for the life of us. Oh, but you think I'm kidding. Let's talk about the LGBTQ or LGBTQ plus community. Let's talk, you know they do the plus in there, right? Because now it's the plus. With all due respect. Ain't no shade. Ain't no shade. I love that community. I love that community. No shade. The LGBTQ plus community. If they slightly think anything is anti-LGBTQ plus, they coming for that ass. And you don't see nobody from that community saying, oh no, that wasn't an issue. That's not what they meant. Oh no, that's not what they was doing. Y'all too sensitive. Why y'all so sensitive? Not everybody's anti-LGBTQ plus. Why y'all so sensitive? Come on, get out of your feelings. You don't see nobody from that community doing that. When Black Panther, the movie came out, y'all forgot about this that quick, right? Oh, the LGBTQ community went mad. They went mad because there was no same-sex scene in a movie. Oh my God, they had blogs, they had vlogs, they had articles, they went bananas. Because there was no same-sex scene in the movies. There was like the war gay. Why wasn't anybody kissing anybody? They were angry. And you didn't see anybody from that community come on and say, oh no, please, it's just a movie. Why y'all so sensitive? Not every scene has to be a gay scene. Why y'all getting all in your panties? Y'all just want to always start something. Y'all always want to look for something. Y'all so sensitive. Everybody could take over your mind because you don't see LGBTQ plus in the movie. Ain't nobody come on and say nothing like that. But no. In our community, you niggas be bugging. If somebody says, okay, that was racially insensitive, or that was racist, or that's the system of white supremacy, you niggas jump on here and cut them a new asshole. Y'all so goddamn sensitive. That's why we can't get nowhere as a people. Y'all always think somebody's racist. Not everybody is racist. Come on now. Y'all always gonna get mad. Y'all get mad too much about racism. Come on, that's why racism can't die. Because y'all keep racism alive. That's what we do. That's what we do in this community. And I'm so sick and tired of it. When the heck are we gonna get on code? If someone feels that something was racist, just shut the hell up and let them have their feelings. It don't got nothing to do with you. Let me tell you something. There's some things that go down in our community that I sit back and I scratch my head and I say, no, that's not what it is. That's not what happened. But do I go and make a video about how sensitive we are? No, I don't. Do I go down there and post and be like, y'all ridiculous. That's why this is happening to us. No, I don't. I leave it alone because we got to do what the hell we got to do to make sure people know who the hell they respected. So I don't say nothing because I know what this fight is about. I don't say a damn thing because I know what this fight is about. And let me tell you something, sisters and brothers. If you niggas said somebody did it, I got your back. Somebody did it, period. I may not say nothing. I may not do a video on it. But I got your back. I got your back. And sometimes having your back is about just shutting the hell up. Sometimes it's just not arguing with your sisters and brothers. Sometimes it's just letting people ride because we know what the fight is. And that's why the Jewish community does it. You don't get your behind out my way. I'm at the gym, y'all. I keep it gangster at the gym. They got to know. I'll throw a weight in your face. I'm just kidding. But I'm saying, I get it. I get why the Jewish community don't say nothing. I get why, come on, Acura. You rushing in the parking lot. The hell you speeding for in the parking lot? And you just gonna do something stupid, right? The hell, you see me backing up? Stupid ass. You better stay right there. Yeah, Dr. Sean to get gangster sometimes. Don't be sleeping on the title. Y'all be sleeping on the title and the pritziness. Don't sleep on that. I keep telling y'all, this is from the Bronx. Y'all know I'm from the Bronx. I'll bring somebody tires out on 4 flats. Don't play with me. But anyway, back to the story. I don't say nothing when the Jewish community get mad. When they get mad and they go off, I just be laughing because I be taking notes. I'm like, these jokers really trying it. These jokers really pushing. I'm like, whoa. These jokers coming up after Tamika Mallory Hart. These jokers don't like Farrakhan. These jokers are jokers. You get what I'm saying? I recognize it. And I push back against them because that's my job. My job is to push back against them when they come after any of my sisters or brothers, especially when they off code. Because we don't walk around doing anti-Semitic things for the most part. We don't walk around doing things like that. We don't walk around trying to bring Jewish people under. We don't walk around. We tell the truth, and I understand that sometimes the truth is going to hurt, but it ain't anti-Semitic. Not everything is anti-Semitic. So I push back against my Jewish sisters and brothers. But well, let me. I didn't mean to say that. Scratch that out. I push back against the Jewish community when they get like that. When they trying to come after us, and it ain't that kind of party. I push back against them. But do I go and I stop my sisters and brothers of pushing back against them? No, I don't. I just sit back and I watch. I sit back, I'm like, hey, she got a point. All right, go on, sister. Tell them, sister. Share the video. Like the video. Heart the video. Follow the sister. Follow the brother. Go on now. Tell it like it is. That's what I do. And I say it from the comfort of my home. And that's that. That's that. If I see the LGBTQ community going off and they're having a conniption, I let them do their thing. I let them do their thing just as long as they don't come after my sisters and brothers. You come after my sisters and brothers, I'm coming out guns blazing. But as long as you doing your thing and you fighting for your rights and your respect, do you, boo. I'm not mad. And when my community has something to say about the LGBTQ community, as long as it's not hurtful, as long as it's not meant to destroy somebody's spirit and to hurt their mental, because I understand in our community, our sisters and brothers are LGBTQ plus as well. Whether we like it or not, it is the truth. So just as long as somebody is not moving to destroy someone's spirit, I ain't got nothing to say. I sit back. I sit back and I let people have healthy discourse, because that's what it is. I let people say what they want to say because that is what it is. We have to be able to have healthy discourse without having to rush in and offend or to defend the people who are against us. It doesn't have to be that serious, people. So when your sisters and brothers feel like they heard something and it requires us to check power forces who has historically hurt our community, who has historically put out mass media that hurts our community, just shut the hell up and let us do what we do. Just shut the hell up and let us defend our community. Stop being so proud of the plantation you are on. Stop being so excited about your master because you in the house. Calm the hell down. Just wash the dishes in the house and fix the food. Let us do the work that we have to do in the field. Just shut the hell up. You understand what I'm saying? Because this fight is not going to just benefit us. This fight is going to benefit all of us. And if you're not understanding what is happening in this new civil rights movement, then why don't you sit down, shut the hell up and start reading some books. Start reading history. Start understanding how mass media works. Start understanding how propaganda works. Start understanding how the system of white supremacy works. White supremacy is not a person. White supremacy is not a person. It is a system. Racism is not an individual act. It is a system. And if you cannot understand that, just shut up, sit back and listen. Learn a thing or two. So what your feelings get hurt? Sit in your discomfort and take notes and see what is being said. Just sit back and take notes. You understand? That's right, what Montel says. Real G's move in silence. You ain't got to get out here and be arguing against your sisters and brothers because your feelings got hurt. Because you think you know what it is. Just shut the hell up. Shut up and listen. Right? And do understand, when our ancestors were fighting, there was always pushback they were getting. Things were not easy for our ancestors. Not everyone agreed with what our ancestors were saying when they were in the fight. The fight is going on. We're going to fight regardless. We're going to push up against people regardless. If you say something remotely close to Ninja, I'm pushing up on you. Because I'm going to make sure you think before you speak. Because the programming that they have done on our community is that we're so programmed. Too many of us think before we say anything about them. We think. We sit back and we think and we slow it down and we don't want to be misunderstood. And if we make a mistake, we be like, we know how that sounds. That's not what I mean, boss. I just want to talk to you, boss. I just want to get it right, boss. I didn't mean it like that. I'm so sorry. Let me write 5 letters. We are so programmed. And God damn it, they got to get used to being programmed too. They got to be used to coming up out of their comfort and apologizing. You're damn right. You're damn right. Right? So that's all I have for you, community, today. I'm at the gym. I'm not going to get rattled. I'm going to go upstairs, do my damn thing, work these muscles, keep this body right, because I'm the doctor that's, you know, I'm the doctor make the block hot. I'm super hot, right? I try to keep up with my health. But nonetheless, this is not about me on this video. This is about us just getting on code and staying on code. And before we rush to defend our oppressor, before we rush to defend MSNBC and their employees that destroy our community every day with false narratives and bad propaganda and bad research and bad data and just fake news all damn day as it relates to our community, before we rush to defend them, just sit back and shut up. Just shut up. I want to thank all my moderators out there that keeps this chat room healthy for discourse. People are allowed to have their opinions, but people got to keep it respectful. So I thank you for that. To all my nakers out there, y'all just need to shut up. Nakers, just shut up and let us do our damn thing. Just let us complain about anything we want to complain about. Because at the end of the day, it's getting us all to where we need to be. Bottom line. And we're not just complaining. I'm just saying that to be facetious when I say complaining, because we're not complaining. We're actually pointing out stuff that matters, right? And if that bothers you, just shut up. Turn off the TV. Turn off the social media. Get the hell off your phone. It's as simple as that. Listen, I'm out. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like it. Who cares? But make sure, if you don't do anything else, the only thing I'm asking you to do is just to stay on code. Stay on code. That's it. Peace and blessings. Have a great one, guys.